Right, so you know how you have Sky Crew, and you got Tree Crew, Catter Crew. Got it. I got it. I'm staying with that. Yeah, that's gonna be the names for my subs and all of that. Yeah, I'm taking it. I don't know. I was just having this thought, and I was like, hang on, that actually, you know, if you capitalize the C, in crew, then it kind of works, doesn't it? I have no idea, but hey, it works. Sky Crew, Tree Crew, and you got Catter Crew. That's gonna be season 4. It's gonna be my subs taking on the Sky Crew, and we're gonna win, and then, you know, season 5's gonna be about us and all of that, isn't it? Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going with that one, but yeah, hello everyone, Liam Catterson here. We're on episode 11 of season 3 of the 100, which is called Nevermore. So this is probably going to be focusing about, you know, Raven and all of that, especially since, you know, Clark and Jasper have her. And, you know, everyone at Arcadia is a bit out of it at the minute. Understatement. And there are some members of the Sky Crew who I guess are normal, with, you know, Pike being taken to Ontari, which should be very, very fun stuff to see potentially. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Like I said, last episode was probably one of the best episodes of season 3. It had a more upbeat tone as well. I mean, it still, you know, felt really, really depressing considering everyone, you know, is now on the Ali juice. Yay. But overall, I'm looking forward to seeing where things go. I think it creates an interesting twist, everyone, you know, now under the influence of Ali. I mean, poor Abby as well. Like, she didn't really have a choice, to be fair, at the end of the day. I mean, she might have done, but she didn't. Fair and simple. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this, especially, you know, Jasper and Clark, who I don't think have been together since Mount Weather. Oi. So with that said, let's go on with episode 11. The extended reaction is, of course, as always, on Patreon. So, let's go.
Jasper, please, talk to me.
I saved your life. It's more than you deserve.
Oi. Still being, you can't blame him, he's still, well.
Let them shoot at me.
I can see the appeal.
Oi.
Where are you gonna go?
You don't get to ask me that.
What more do I have to do to prove that I'm on your side?
Bring Lincoln back.
Have you got some revival juice with you, Bellamy? Because
Turning Pike in does not make you one of the good guys, Bellamy. I thought you said she was a friend.
Well, to be fair, if you did a hit and run, I would react the same. You broke her heart, Clark. Nah.
Sky Crew's not welcome here, One Head Up.
Nyla, what's
Yeah,
wrong?
it is.
Is your father here?
My father's dead. Part of an army killed by your people while trying to protect you.
Hey. Oh boy. Seems like Raven doesn't want to participate in the Bedbox challenge.
We need to know where you are.
Where the hell am I? Hold her!
Oh shit. It's like some Exorcist levels of mentality, I guess, with Ali being in your head.
This wristband to generate an EMP, which is freakishly brilliant.
Meaning what?
Well, that's Raven, isn't it?
Electromagnetic pulse could destroy the chip's circuitry. We could use this to send an EMP along Raven's own nervous system. Just need to reverse the polarity, wire for external input, and attach a battery.
But what would that
Doctor
do?
Who!
EMPs don't affect.
What are you doing?
I'll do anything to break out. Oh no, come on. Shut no, come on. Don't dislocate your arm. Girl, that's not good.
There is no pain in the city of light.
No, that's just crazy.
I'll be first watch. We'll take turns.
You don't give the orders, Clark.
This is for the... Oh my god.
Guess he doesn't forgive you for murdering his girlfriend.
Oh, that's
Jasper,
cold.
take a break.
Oi.
Just get yourself together, Jasper. You can't let your anger get in the way of what we have to do. You know, that's funny, coming from you.
Aye.
When you're angry, people die.
Jesus, Jasper's...
Over there.
Jasper's absolutely just stomping on stomachs and all of that. Like, holy shit. Jasper, man. Just give him a hug. He just needs that hug. I do love the story they're doing with Jasper because they're writing him really, really well.
Harder. His blood is on your hands too.
Shut up!
You can hide behind the selfless martyr act. We see you for what you really are. Poison to anyone who gets close.
She's just trying her best. Oh my god, did she just bite her? Oh, whoa! Yep.
You're done, Allie, you hear me? We're gonna fry you!
She got what she wanted, got in her head. There's more than one way to get in people's heads.
I have to save our people.
I was going to save everyone.
That's the intention he had in mind, but...
I wish you could have.
Shove your regret up your ass.
Oh! Oi!
Everyone knows to look for you here.
Bro. He said it reminded him of your eyes. But you don't remember.
Influenced. Oh my god.
Do you?
He's another one of the mindless drones. There we go.
Take the key so he can lead us to Raven.
She's gonna have... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. She's not gonna feel pain now, is she? She's gonna kill her. Oh my god. Oh my god. Shit.
The thing that I built destroys that brilliant mind of hers. How do I live with that?
Oh my god, Sinclair,
Jasper said that she
I
was
just love
trying
this
to disconnect
humanity.
herself from Allie. That's not Raven anymore.
You sure about that?
I'm not sure about anything. But this is our only choice.
I have hope. You gotta keep the faith, because what else is there?
Jasper's so sensitive. Jasper's lost someone. Everyone catered to
Oh,
him.
I hate.
We've all lost someone. You don't see us falling apart. You don't see us getting wasted.
People.
Being
Oh,
useless. Why do you even bother living? You're weak. Pathetic. You can't save me. You can't even save
this
yourself.
is really, really daunting to see her just try and cripple the minds of everyone.
Jasper, think.
I
not
bloody
Raven.
hate her, but
You're giving her what she wants.
It's nothing compared to killing your own mom. You
fucking
just had to take
hell.
little sister to her first dance. You might as well just shoved Aurora out of the airlock yourself.
He's got guilt and she's just trying
I'm
to.
proud of you now. For the kind of leader you've become. Or would you see the truth?
Not gonna work.
Like the rest of us
Don't
do.
let her tempt into you, Belle.
That you're a right?
This is really messed up.
Kill them. Nyla, you can't be in here.
This is the thing, she wants this. Like, Ali.
Raven's already seen her. Allie knows we're here.
I'm just.
Good work, Raven. Help is on the way.
Fuck you. I'm gotta say, I do love the fact that we get to see her villainous side come out, but like, holy shit. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Fry, bitch! Raven?
You can't! No! Give it back!
Ellie did that to Raven. She's never gonna get this.
No! Stop! It's Lexa! Part of her's still in there. I saw them cut it out of her head. I'm not...
It must be whatever's left of the chip.
Yeah. Draining the circuitry. Okay, so for some reason I thought she was going to put the thing in. Good, good. Ali was, blocking her from consciousness.
I never thought I'd be so happy to see someone in pain.
You're a sadistic person, Octavia.
I could have saved my mom. Get the hell away from me!
What do you do when you realize you might not be the good guy?
See, he needs her. He needs her so
There
much.
are no good guys.
Like, going for what she... Holy shit.
It's the only thing that can stop her.
A counter.
Then let's stop her.
Well, that would be a good start.
Together.
Just love the band is back together.
To understand what she learned here, they'll know the second AI can stop me. We'll have to kill them all.
Nope, you crazy psychotic bitch. You're not killing anyone. Oy. Like, damn, I've got a lot to say about this episode, so strap in, people. But the gang's back, which is really, really awesome. Of course, the strain is there, and, there's a bit of, tension between everyone, but, it's so great seeing them all together, and, even if times are difficult for, people, it's still really, really great to see, everyone, back in business and all of that. That was really, really intense of an episode. Like, there wasn't, so much, considering we had to, keep Raven, strained and all of that, restrained until, they could get, the chip fried and, the gooey thing coming out the back, which was basically Ali's hold on Raven. And then, we had some things in between, like what happened to Monty's mother, which is really, really sad, which I'll get onto in a minute. But it was just really exciting all around, especially Lindsay Morgan's performance. Like, I think she played a character who was possessed by an AI, shouting, telling people, truths in a sense, and, putting them down really, really spectacularly. Like, that was really, really, fun to go through, like, her scenes with Ali possessing her. It was just really, really great. And, I just love Ali's, lack of facial movement. It's very, very creepy and perfectly portrayed in my opinion. But yeah, like I said, her, scenes where she was antagonizing everyone, when she was, talking about how everyone dies because of Clark, or how, Jasper, deals with this differently. They're not exactly wrong, but in my eyes, they have their motivations to why they did it. Of course, we know why, because she's still antagonized, Clark, especially for Finn and all of that, but we know why she did it, of course. Same why Jasper's the way he is, because people deal with depression in different ways, but we have to remember that Ali, thinks pain is obsolete and all of that. So, she is basically, saying, oh, well, others have survived, and yet you are still, sad about it and all of that. And we have to, like I said, you have to remember that Jasper's depression, which has been really, really greatly done, in my opinion, especially in this episode. Is handled differently to how others, handle, what's going through their minds. I have a feeling that, Monty especially is going to, feel, I have a feeling he's gonna, feel this for a long time, what he had to do today. So yeah. With Bellamy as well, he's had to do horrific stuff in order to survive. It was just really, really, testing to see Ali, get into these heads. And I did love the fact that Bellamy had to soak it in because had to soak in every shot that Ali had to pull on him. I think with, what he's had to done up to, his alliance with Pike, he's come to acceptance and all of that. But I think with, siding with Pike, with what he's had to do, and how that's affected him personally with, him threatening to execute, Kane, what's happened to Lincoln, that is tipping point for Bellamy and all of that. So, it was just really, really great to see, Ali go, toe to toe with everyone. And it was just daunting stuff to see. But I've got to say, the scenes where they've had to restrain, Raven as well, especially when she was screaming, was very nightmarish. It was like a demon possessed her. The way she was writhing and all of that, and the things she would do, the things that Ali would do in order to, try and, break free from that hold. Very nightmarish. And it was very, very concerning, wasn't it? So I really, really loved that. But yeah, I absolutely loved a lot of, the scenes today, especially Bellamy, still living with the guilt and everything, especially, Octavia's plans to just leave and all of that. And, her saying this was all for me. It's not because, you had conflict and all of that. And I Bellamy explained, why he did the things he had to do. It was I'd say murky. It was not really the best of responses in order to why he, sided with Pike and all of that, because, people were going to die and all of that. Well, people were starting to die when, that prick took charge. But, it's not like, it was, this is the thing though, Bellamy's always been about survival. And at the end of the day, which he should do, by the way, Bellamy, as we've seen in this episode, is going to have to live with the guilt, of what he's had to do, especially with, Nyla's, father, which, it was great to see her return as well. He's got to live with that guilt, like he should, you do love Bellamy's character so much. What he did, in coalition with Pike is messed up, of course, but, at least he is humane about it, whereas, Pike will, take his anti-grounder bullshit to his grave, basically. I loved the fact that, Clark came over to him at the end and said maybe there are no good guys, being reminded of what, Abby said in regards to, everything that, she did at Mount Weather. And when Abby came to that realization, Ton DC, I guess, cause, after that little conversation after her little conversation with Kane, but, I think Clark is more emotional, whereas Bellamy is more hardened, and they've both had to do really, really shitty things. With Clark, it was Mount Weather and all of that, and with Bellamy, it was, siding with Pike and, allowing all the things he had to, there was a limit for him, and he was a bit hesitant. And I guess both of them have a certain area of conflict, considering, Clark was hesitant to, irradiate all of level 5 with Mount Weather, whereas, it was mainly resolution for, Bellamy, that he, allowed Pike to do, the things he did. But, later at that point, there was, like I said, there was, things that, were going beyond the line, especially, the killing our own thing, Lincoln especially as well. And that's when he turned his back. So, That was really, really good, but he's got to live with that guilt. And I'm really excited to see, you know, I think, cause it's, you know, reminding me of season 1 Bellamy all over again, where, you know, we were introduced with, you know, methods like I didn't personally agree with. And then over time we got to, you know, understand his character a bit further and, you know, have a bit of sympathy for him, especially in episode 8 of season 1, was it? It was Day Trip, we know that. But, you know, he just wanted to make amends. And, you know, that's the thing with him. He says, I want to be the good guy, basically. So yeah. And it was just really, really great. I always love seeing Bellamy and Clark together. And like I said, that Bellamy and Clark need each other so much. I think they work well together as well as shifts, but like when they're together, they you know, work best together. And, you know, Bellamy being with Pike has just not helped him whatsoever. So yeah, but I just really, really, you know, loved, you know, them to, you know, with their guilt and all of that, especially Bellamy, which stood out so much, considering it's still recent, it stood out so much. So yeah, I just loved that. Although I will say that, but then again, like I said, Clark's more sympathetic. I was going to say Clark did give in so easily, but like I said, she's more sympathetic, whereas Bellamy is more hardened. And plus, it got to Lexa, which is understandable why she reacted that way. It's still recent. And plus, I guess she's the first person that Clark's loved, I guess. So, well, no, that was Finn. So yeah, I'm forgetting Finn already. We hardly knew ye. No, I loved, you know, this episode. Jasper especially, like I said, his hurt, is just really, really, like the story they're doing with Jasper this season has absolutely been, brilliantly done, especially, you know, going into his depression and all of that. And, you know, how he, you know, ranted, cause this is the first time that, you know, Clark and Jasper's been together since Mount Weather. And, you know, it was so great to see him react and finally express what he had to do. And, you know, even Clark, you know, apologizing for because she didn't want that at the end of the day. And we know that, but, you know, Jasper still feels like, there's that responsibility. But I did love the fact that he was ready to smash, you know, Ali too. And he, you know, held back because he could have just gone along with it. Cause, you know, Clark said Lex is in there and, the person that Clark loved. It's kind of like there was that opportunity to retaliate. And whereas that we need the second Ali to kind of counteract the first Ali, because that's what she said, like, that can stop her. I feel like there's a level of sympathy, with Clark's actions. And that, you know, Jasper kind of understands that she didn't want to do it, and Jasper doesn't want to be a complete dick about it. Like, he doesn't want to be the bad guy and all of that. He's still, you know, going to hate the fact that, you know, Clark did what she had to do. But there's a level of understandability, especially with that scene where Clark was pleading to Jasper, that, you know, that Jasper has. Like, he understands in a sense, but he still can't, you know, forgive. Like, if you get what I mean, there's a lack of, he's not gonna, like, be best friends with her overnight. It still hurts, but you know, she didn't want to do it. So I think Jasper, you know, is more level-headed than that because he's a smart character. He's not completely hopeless and all of that. Like, he was, let's remember, this is the same guy that, you know, aggravated, you know, tried to, you know, put a dent to Ali when he was, you know, opening up old wounds for Raven a couple of episodes back. So I think he has a level of understanding. That's my interpretation of it. Like, I could be completely wrong for all I know, but I think there was, like, he could have went along with smashing the second thing. So yeah. But yeah, it was really, really great of an episode. Monty as well. Oy, oy, oy. I love the parallels to, you know, Jasper losing someone and him shrugging off Monty. But then again, you know, I guess Monty was in with the whole pact on, you know, radiating level 5. Whereas whereas Jasper wasn't completely involved with, Monty's mum killing. It was, Monty who pulled the trigger, but, that wasn't, her at the end of the day. And, he was saving Octavia. He didn't want to be responsible for Octavia's death, and which I really, really, loved so much. And like I said, the parallels are nice, but I think it's all to do with the fact that Monty, as we've seen, Monty is sick of, Jasper's, he was completely sick of Jasper. And, he shrugged him off like Jasper shrugged off Monty when, he was going through pain. So, and I thought that was a really, really touching moment as well. But I also feel so bad for Monty. Like, the thing is, Monty's mother was a bitch, and I think we could all agree with that. Like, I absolutely hated her. That's my, thoughts about it. And it's still sad. It's not the fact that we're sad about, Monty's mother dying. It's the fact that we're sad for Monty, if anything. So, cause, it was hard for him to shoot his mother, and there we go. So, yeah, I'm really interested to see what happens now, considering this was Ali's fault that, Monty had to do what he had to do. And I can't wait to see what Monty does in terms of, like, now that they're going to bring the fight to Ali, I guess. The gang's back together, like I said, yay. Maybe not the same level of, like, what we had in the season 1, but they've been through a lot of shit, so, yeah. It was just really, really, it was really great of an episode. Like I said, Jasper was absolutely, it was great focusing on Jasper. I did forget to mention, like his story's heartbreaking, and, it was, there were good scenes when he was, berating others like Bellamy for letting his anger, which I class as Gina's death, cause, with the whole Echo situation, betraying everything and all of that. His anger kill others, which was as a result of siding with Pike because he was completely vulnerable. And, Pike was like, yeah, well, to be fair, Grounders killed your girlfriend and all of that, so why don't we take retaliation there and all of that? And I hate Grounders anyway, so yeah. But yeah, it was just really, really great of an episode. I like Sinclair's comments about Raven as well, considering the fact that, he said that Raven's the only thing he has left, which is heartbreaking for Sinclair. And it's so powerful when you reflect on the relationship because, he's always had her back, and he's always been fond about what she's she's capable of. And it's just really, really heartbreaking as well. So yeah, I really, really, loved that comment as well. By the way, I appreciate the Doctor Who reference, reverse the polarity. Yeah. Because that's always gonna, have me dead Doctor Who references. Just don't expect it on the 100. So I was like, hey, nice. So yeah. Then again, The Flash did it. But they went into more specific detail, like reverse the polarity of the neutron flow. I think that was the exact wording from Cisco in the season 3 finale of The Flash. So yeah, like I said, I don't expect it on this show for some reason. I don't know. It just feels weird. So yeah. But yeah, it was really, really great to see, everyone back together. The band's back, but, under a dire circumstance. Like I said, Lindsay Morgan did a spectacular job as a possessed AI, trying to intimidate everyone and get inside everyone's head. Like I said, if at first it's not at first you don't succeed. If there's if one way doesn't do it, just go for the other way, like in terms of getting inside people's heads. If it's not a chip, then you're going to antagonize the people who, have done really, really horrific things. But they are not villains in any senses. They're not good guys either. There are no good guys. But they've done what they had to do in order to survive. So, yeah. And, they have their own reasons for what they had to do. So, yeah. Yeah, it was a really, really great episode. I absolutely loved it. And, the fight is on. I'm looking forward to seeing this. And honestly, I'm loving the second half so much. Like, especially Ali, like how they've, done Ali. Like, they've really, really made her more threatening and more intimidating and more hated. And I really, really like that because, I mean, to be fair, you're not exactly going to be like, oh, I'm going to cheer the person who was responsible for ending the world. But I think in these last couple of episodes, they've really upped the malice of Ali. So I really, really like that so much. It's presented some really, really incredible, scary scenes. So, yeah. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!